I challenge you to commit to Etsy for the next 90 days and genuinely give yourself the chance to see how much your shop and income can grow. I've helped many people here on my channel and my private community through one-on-one coaching grow their shops quickly, like I did in both my digital download and print on demand shops. And the one thing that I see over and over again, people give up too quickly. By this time, they may have added a few products to their shop, and because they don't get the immediate orders, they automatically blame Etsy for being too crowded. But here's the thing, the algorithm at the end of the day needs time, data, and for you to show up so it can learn who your target customer is. Etsy is a business, and at the end of the day, their goal, like yours, is to make money. It isn't an algorithm problem, it's a shop problem. Keep in mind that the plan that we're going to be talking about today, it will require effort on your part. It's not a shortcut. You have to be willing to do the work. So if you're ready for that, this video is for you. Keep watching. Hey there, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Danya, and I'm a top 1% seller on Etsy, but I quit my shop twice before I finally figured all of this out. So I know the struggle. But when I finally committed to this exact 90-day strategy I'm going to be sharing with you, everything changed for me because it wasn't the same old tired advice that we all hear online. So today I'm going to break down exactly what to focus on each month. And if you're a total beginner, I got you. You can do this and follow along too. I created this 90-day challenge so you can remain consistent, build momentum, and finally begin seeing real traction without getting overwhelmed. If you follow this exact plan, by the end of these 90 days, your shop is going to feel like it's finally working for you and not against you. And because I know how hard Etsy can be in the beginning, I created a free checklist for you to ensure that your listings are following the best practices recommended by Etsy and have a true opportunity to convert. If you would like your free copy, leave the word checklist below and I'll get that over to you. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Month 1. Build your foundation. Month 1 is all about laying your foundation, your habits, your workflow, and giving the algorithm the data it needs in order to help you. Your only goal this month, consistency. Show up every day if you can, even if it's for 5 minutes. If you're brand new, that means you need to get your shop opened today. Come up with a name and create the email account for your shop. I don't recommend though putting your product type in your shop name in case you end up changing your product type later. It isn't a black and white rule, but it is something to think about. But if you already have a shop, even an old one, now would be the time to clean it up and refresh it. And that can mean something easy like changing your shop banner, your branding colors, your shop announcement, updating your logo, and your photo. Do you have any old listings that have done nothing in your shop over an extended period of time? But whether you're new or you are refreshing your shop, you need to make sure that you are publishing a minimum of 10 to 15 listings in low competition niches. That is your foundation, and that is what will make the difference for you in the future. You're not looking for perfection and not quantity for the sake of quantity. Your job during this month is 10 to 15 solid research-backed listings. But regardless, you should be aiming to get 1% better with each listing. I use Everbee to find those low competition niches with actual search volume. It truly is one of my favorite research and email marketing tools, and I have to give credit to it for helping me find those niches. I'll have it linked below for you if you want to try it out for free on your own. And if you're looking to fast track your shop's growth and bypass all the research, I'll have the link to my private membership below, where each week I give you low competition and unsaturated niches that I've researched for you. I also provide my members with the complete SEO for each niche, weekly tips and strategies, resources found only in the group. We also have a live call each month where you can ask me anything. We will have fun on those calls, and we have a really great group of people over there, and we would love to have you. Now, getting back to the 90-day plan, you should also be researching and selecting high quality mockups from either Etsy or Creative Fabrica. In my opinion, these two are the top tier places to get mockups that actually convert. Unfortunately, I see a lot of people using generic, random, obscure mockups, but one thing to remember, mockups matter more than beginners even realize. If it looks clean, realistic, and has a proven record of converting, that is your mockup. When your listing is ready, publish it. Don't overthink it, because if you allow yourself to go down the rabbit hole, you'll end up talking yourself out of it. Remember this, done is always better than none. This is a month you start learning your shop dashboard, your visits, your favorites, your conversion rate. These numbers teach you what your actual audience is reacting to. And while it's important to learn what your competitors are doing, the real data comes from your own shop. Month 1 is your momentum month. This is where everything begins. Month 2, optimize and expand. Month 2 is where things really begin to click, because now the algorithm finally has some data to work with. This month is about building smarter, not harder, and about visibility. This month, going to publish another 10 to 15 listings, but this batch needs to be more intentional and should be better than your last batch of uploads. Remember, your goal last month was to get 1% better with each listing. Now you want to look at your early signals from month 1. Which listings got views? Which got favorited? Did any niches have more interest shown in them? Did you get any orders? Use those data points to create strategic variations. Can you reiterate one of those designs and implement new color palettes, new styles, a bundle, create a sub niche? You're not shooting in the dark as much as you were in month 1. You're gradually beginning to make data-driven decisions. And instead of going back and changing your old listings, focus on improving with every new listing moving forward. Think stronger mockups, cleaner thumbnails, better titles, better tags. And by the way, if you're planning on actually doing this challenge with me, drop a quick "I'm in" the comments below, because I want to see who's committing to these next 90 days. And if you're getting value from the video so far, go ahead and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so. It helps other people find videos like mine, and it lets me know to keep making tutorials that help you take action today. Month 2 is also the month to implement a traffic booster. Now, this is optional, but if you want to run ads, start with a minimum of $3 to $5 a day. I don't recommend doing $1 to $2 because the ads on Etsy are pay per click, and each click can average between 25 to 50 cents per click on average. So if you're doing $1 to $2 a day, you're essentially wasting your money, and it isn't enough for Etsy to meaningfully push any of your products. Promote the listings that already show potential. Look at your views, your favorites, and of course any sales that you may have, because those numbers are going to tell you everything you need to know. If you do run ads, turn them on and don't tweak them all the time. They do need a minimum of 30 days to begin optimizing. Now, if the ads are not for you, that's completely fine, but I would encourage you to use Pinterest. It's free. You just create an account for it and then you take it from there. Members of my private group, though, I do have a tutorial for you in the group, so you can check that out if you need that walkthrough. But going back to Pinterest, I pin each and every one of my listings in both of my shops to Pinterest. You can, of course, do both. You can run ads and pin to Pinterest, which is what I personally do. And if you're comfortable, you can even try using social media, but I do want to caution you about that, because that in and of itself can be challenging to learn how to do social media for your business, because you have to be strategic. But if you really want to dip your toe into social media, remember, if it holds you back right now, come back to it later when you have the capacity. Our goal is to be moving forward and not taking on too much too soon. So a small ads budget and or pinning to Pinterest will give Etsy clean internal and external traffic. Your month 2 goal is to optimize and expand. Month 3, momentum and sales mode. By month 3, Etsy finally understands your shop well enough to begin pushing it to the right people. And that is where your consistency and hard work pays off. Your goal this month, though, is pretty straightforward. Double down on what's working and strengthen what isn't working, but don't delete anything yet, because listings do need time. This month, your job is to look at what performed best and go deeper. Was it variations, bundles, collections, sub niches? Did you see any trends? Did something you expected to take off not do so well? Are there any patterns? This is how real Etsy momentum is built. I see a lot of people throw up a ton of listings and hope for the best. That is not a strategy, and don't be that person, my friend. Create 3 to 5 bundles this month, because bundles increase your AOV, which is your average order value. And it's a really solid strategy because you do the work up front, but you get paid more for it later. We're also going to be looking back at what we did from the beginning, from month 1, refresh your shop visuals again, but now with even more clarity and with your style, and that way you know what is and isn't working. You want to make sure you keep your traffic flowing too. Your ads can remain at $3 to $5 a day, but if you're comfortable, totally fine to increase your budget. It really is up to you. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Promote your strong listings and take it from there. Make sure that you are still adding each listing to Pinterest, because external traffic truly does compound over time. And earlier I mentioned Everbee for email marketing. This is a month that you want to implement some type of email marketing, creating an email list. And you want to do that for a number of reasons. Number 1, no matter how many sales and orders you get, those were not your customers. Those belong to Etsy. So when you're out there doing your market research and you see these shops with 10,000 orders, 50,000, 300,000, and so forth, those shop owners do not own their customers. If anything were to happen to their shop, they go with Etsy. However, if you've implemented an email marketing list, then those are your customers. You can take them with you no matter where you go. So if you decide to open up your own website, or God forbid anything happened to your shop, you have your book of business that you can take with you if you chose to move on from Etsy. And here you want to make sure that you are sending out your newsletter on a regular basis. Even if you only have one person signed up at the time, 5 people signed up at the time, it doesn't matter. Make sure that you're being consistent with that. Your SEO will also begin to stabilize in month 3. You're going to have more impressions, more organic traffic, and more ranking. And this is the reward for staying consistent for over 2 months. Check your thumbnails, your mockups, your pricing. Make sure you have clarity and that you have a quality product. All of that is fixable. Now, during month 3, you can begin adding new seasonal or holiday items now so they have time to age before the rush. But don't have that be your only focus. Make sure that you're splitting your time with evergreen and holiday or seasonal listings, because by day 90, everything feels different. Your workflow is easier, your listings are stronger, you understand your niches, and your traffic is aligned, your conversion rate makes sense, and you finally begin feeling and seeing real traction. Your month 3 goal: scale and convert. And if you want to support beyond this video, you'll get that inside of my Done For You Niche Club. I do all the research for you. You just need to execute. I actually had a member get 3 sales during one of our live calls, all with niches from the group. The link is below if you are ready to check it out and invest in your shop. I'm hoping that by now you're feeling a bit more confident about how you truly can start strong on Etsy. Think about where you'll be 90 days from today. Are you up for the challenge? Don't forget to comment the word checklist below to grab your free download. The video on your screen right over here is a video that YouTube thinks is perfect for you. So I'll catch you over there. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, bye.